to see a different version of these guys. You know, they're ready to have a good time. They're relaxing. They're ready to compete for sure, but it's a much more calm and personal energy to them.
Yeah, now, Roger, you're somebody who's been in golf media for a long time, and you've done a ton with different golfers, even pro or amateur or even other professional athletes that like to dabble in the golf game. In this type of environment, you're sort of in the playing field with them. You're involved just as much as they are. I mean, I've seen it when I was here at the first week. You're basically adding on to the experience alongside the golfers. Is it a little bit of like you got to test your boundaries a little bit? You got to know when to step in and, more importantly, when to step out? Do you have the type of camaraderie with these golfers that you could sort of poke fun, but also you got to know your spots?
And that's it. You know, we're easing into this. You know, I rib the guys off to the side a lot. You know, if I see them do something that they have no business doing, hitting shots that they have no business hitting. But I think that, you know, from a league perspective, making sure that you keep everything uplifting. You know, there's people out in the crowd though that, you know,
there's booing.
Yeah,
we don't hear this. This is new. We don't hear booing. You can hear it on the TV.
So, you know, I think that I have to be mindful of setting the tone and making sure that everybody stays positive.
You could get everybody booing if you wanted to.
Man, you know, having that much control is a very interesting thing.
Very tempting.
And I'm just, you know, if somebody really gets under my skin, rub me the wrong way, maybe I do start to just, you know, start
and
poking.
That was going to be my – are you feeding off of the crowd? Are you feeding off of the boos, the cheers, the jargons being said?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're feeding off. And you just feel when the crowd is bubbling up, when there's swells in emotion and energy, you get to ride that kind of stuff, and it's really a fun experience to be a part of a bunch of humans getting together to, you know, just express how they're feeling about golf. It's something I haven't felt before.
And, Roger, in terms of doing something like this, you're familiar with golf, but this is different. This is supposed to be a little bit more of the entertainment side. This is supposed to be the 50% entertainment, the 50% actual play. Is this a good thing that golf is sort of adapting this way? Is this the right way for golf to adapt in terms of leaning into the entertainment, the personality side of it? It's completely different than what we're used to on tour or even in live for comparison. This is something that is foreign, yet it's almost inviting because of how, I guess, engaging it is. For you, were you surprised when the TGL folks came to you and said, hey, we're looking to make golf this type of way? Was it a surprise to you?
At first I was just curious, you know, how many of the top players were they going to be able to get to be on board. Obviously, kicking this off with Tiger and Rory, you know, it should be easy to round up a bunch. But some of the you know, the pros that
best
they got,
in the world.
Yeah, they got the best players in the world to be a part of this. And I think that, you know, from my perspective, my personal vantage point is that the relatability on tour is the only thing that's missing from keeping all golf products from being top tier. You know, if we could connect better with the players, if we could understand, you know, what they think like, you know, what their one-liners are, their go-to one-liners, what the camaraderie is like between players, how they're dissecting things and approaching things, the more relatable we make professional golfers, the better the game becomes. So I think that what TGL is positioned to do by giving you kind of this all-access look into, you know, 2 hours of golf with the best players in the world is something that's going to enhance how all of us look and connect with the game, look at and connect with the game.
Roger, you said, you know, you've been focusing on golf for a while, been around golf for a long time, been making content about golf for a long time. What's been your favorite part so far about being a part of the TGL?
It's building new relationships. You know, I'm just a quick flex, but, you know, me and Luvic, you know, we be DMing back and forth now. You know,
right.
we exchanged a couple messages on account of our connection here at TGL during that first match. And I just think that, you know, being able to encounter the players in this environment is so unique from anything that you get from another tour opportunity or another media opportunity. Everybody is kind of on their heels. The arena is so new. The technology is so innovative. Everybody is just kind of, you know, you're just open to doing something new as soon as you step inside of the SoFi Center. And I've been a benefactor of the newness of this. And it's like we're all at ground zero and we're building history together, and everybody feels like, you know, they're a part of that.
Roger Steele, the in-house, in-stadium host and MC of the TGL Tomorrow Golf League, joining us now on Russo and Rizzo. Roger, you said building connections and how that's such, I guess, the benefit of working this type of job, but also in this sport. Golf is a game of connections. It's a game where you get to know somebody on a deeper level because it's not necessarily as fast and quick pace as other sports. with the people that you have worked with, and that is professional golfers, that is other professional athletes, that is celebrities who are good at golf. Who's somebody that I think would surprise us with how good they are
At golf?
Yes.
Surprise you with how good they are. I mean, you know Steph is pretty good.
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
I mean, I'd be shocked if he wasn't like technically proficient at golf. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's something about his connection with, like, you know,
The mind muscle or whatever.
Yeah, or something like
He's that good, huh?
The way objects move through space. I feel like he got some kind of like special awareness of like how things move in the air.
Didn't
or
he
whatever.
compete? He competed in a tournament, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, he
in
played
one of
in
those
some
pro-ams.
He played in
Yeah.
some Corn Fair events, and then he won that American Century tournament.
That's right.
Like, yeah, it's nuts. And we played a little match together last year, and he tightened me up pretty good. I was asleep on what I thought he was capable of, and he shocked me. Another one though, J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith's a good golfer.
J.R. Smith is nasty, and he got a high ceiling. So a lot of
explain to me the high ceiling. All right.
And Roger, quickly, didn't he play college golf after the NBA?
Yeah,
when he was like 35 years old. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't go to high school, so he had all of his collegiate eligibility. So he went in North Carolina. A&T.
But you said high ceiling.
High ceiling. So when professional athletes, non-golf athletes come and play the game, usually the game, their primary sport, has done crazy things to their bodies. Their hips are locked up, rotation, mobility, just the way that they're able to sequence the club. It's like a lot of limitations that football and basketball can put on them. But JR's swing is just so fluid. And I'm like, and he hits the ball.
Was he unrefined and he still had like a smooth swing, or was this like practice and technique and the whole thing?
I don't know what it is. He's just good. He's just good. I don't know. I've never seen, just from even Steph's swing, it's like he swings still kind of like you could see the basketball in his swing. JR looks like he's been playing golf his whole life. I played with him one time. We played not too long ago out at Calusa Ponds, and he was hitting the ball so good. I'm like, you could. Like, legitimately. I spent time around a lot of professional golfers. I'm like, you could play professional golf. How good he was hitting the ball.
Unbelievable. So
he said his delta is crazy. Like, he, some days, this particular day, I think he shot even par. He said he can blow up or whatever. But the way he was hitting the ball that day, I'm like, dude, you could be.
And when you're playing with these guys, do you kind of help them? Do you look at that? They're professional at, like, J.R. Smith's of the world. If he's not doing something right, there's a hitch in his swing that you see. Are you in a position where you could say, hey, you know what, maybe do this? Do they look to you for that type of advice?
Most of the times we're playing for money. I'm not there for it. I'm not there.
You're playing for scratch.
Yeah, I'm not trying to help.
You don't want to be a good sport about it.
If they ask,
you don't want to be a good sport about it.
I'll contribute, yeah. But again, these guys are very wealthy. They could afford the best coaches in the world. If you got problems, go sort those things out,
On the other side now, who's a lousy golfer? Obviously, we see the videos of Sir Charles Barkley, one of my favorites in the business.
He fixed his swing, though.
Did he?
Fixed
he fixed his swing.
He tightened it up a little bit. I'm not in a position
to say who's bad and who's not.
I've seen some things on the
golf
course.
Now, you say you play for scratch, though. Who thinks – all right, how about this then? Who thinks they're a good golfer, but in reality they aren't?
You're asking me to compromise. We just talked about how, golf is a relationship sport.
Sure.
Here you are asking
You're not getting the invite.
You're asking me to compromise relationships.
Just bring up a person that you're not afraid to never play with again.
Right. It's that easy. Raj. It's that easy.
It's that easy. Just know that you'll never play with them again, and you'll likely lose their number.
But there are plenty of vanity indexes out there in the world of sports and entertainment on the golf side, man. There's nothing new there.
Have you played with Tony Romo?
I have not played with Tony.
I heard he is great.
Yeah, he's a ball striker.
He played in a Corn Ferry tournament in Peoria, Illinois, at a place called Metamora Fields.
Yeah.
We were live there with my radio show for a couple times. I couldn't believe how well he swung it. Now he's got back pressure issues though.
Yeah.
He was having trouble bending over and getting his ball into the hole, out of the hole, because of all the injuries. But I'll tell you what, you talk about a fluid swing with J.R. Smith. Tony Romo's got that, and he hits the ball country mile too.
Another one, John Smoltz. Though I got to play with him. He balled out. We played.
Really?
Yeah, Smoltz is Another guy, Aaron Hicks, that played for the Yankees.
Yes.
He's probably the best non-golf athlete I've ever played with.
Aaron Hicks?
Unbelievable. I would have never guessed.
Aaron Hicks is the best non-golf athlete that I've
baseball swing and all.
Yeah.
He's got that baseball swing, and it's still just.
He was a scratch golfer before he ever touched a baseball bat.
Wow.
That's what you got to do. You can't go the other way. You can't go the other way.
You can't go the
can't
other
be
way.
a great baseball player and then turn into like a great
Because
golfer.
you-
You got to
you-
start in the golf.
You know the baseball swing and you see it because, like in baseball with the swing, as
That's
you
what I
guys
have.
know,
I have
it's
the
like
baseball
you
swing.
like
The
to
baseball golf swing.
you like to end up kind of a little bit on your back foot, but a little bit further exactly. And for you guys who can't see, Roger's doing the whole turn and the back. That's what it is.
Digging that right foot in, baby. Yeah, that's a no-go.
One thing that you're asked to do when you're here at